So, you know, some of those movies that are known to be like cursed, where some of the actors, something crazy happens on set or happens later afterwards.
After the movie's released.
Like they're known to have these like series of unfortunate events that just keep occurring.
Isn't that Lemony Snicket? Okay, so we're going to talk about him.
Let's
Ready?
talk about it.
Set.
Let's go.
Let's go. Hello, I'm Ash.
And I'm Lynn.
And this is Only If You Can Keep Up. Okay, so cursed movies. And it's not even... It's not even... I just went really high. That's why I redid that. It's not even necessarily like the movies. And it's weird because it's like a lot of scary movies.
Yeah.
And another thing is they're older scary movies.
Yeah.
I couldn't find anything on anything recent.
Yeah, I haven't...
Actually, the most recent one was from 2012. I guess that's not too bad. But then all the rest of them were like older movies. Yeah. Like from the 70s and 80s and even 60s.
Yeah. A lot of them were, I mean, I had some 90s, early 2000s, but nothing super recent that I don't think. But I'm going to start with, and this is one I've heard several times about, the Crow movie from 1994.
Yes, that's a good movie.
With Brandon Lee, you know, son of Bruce Lee, which...
I did not know that.
Yeah, he's
I really did not know that was his son.
And first thing that's weird was Bruce Lee filmed a scene in a movie years before that was very similar to what actually happened to his son. Brandon Lee, while filming the movie The Crow in 1994, there was an unexpected injury from a prop gun. It was supposed to be shooting blanks. I don't know exactly what happened, but accidental death.
So he was killed.
He was killed on set during the scene where his character was being shot. Actually killed, very similar to a scene that his dad had done in another movie years before. So just a very like freak accident, but
so it was supposed to be a prop gun.
Yeah.
But apparently it was a real gun.
Evidently there was
a loaded.
Yeah.
So I wonder if somebody loaded a gun and said, "Here you go."
Maybe.
I'm just saying. Like,
Maybe.
How do you do that? Like,
I assume there had to be a real bullet in it, but unless there was something that happened with the blanks, I don't know. I don't know exactly what happened other than
so
he
like
died.
A blank could have hit him in the wrong spot.
I don't know.
Something.
All I know is he was shot and killed on the scene.
Okay, so I have not seen The Crow in probably 20 years.
I've never watched it.
Really, it's so good. It's been a long time. Is that scene in the movie?
I don't know.
Like the actual murder scene? Like his essential murder scene?
Yeah, I don't know.
That's a good... I need to Google that.
I'm not sure, but I know they tried to film a second Crow, the Stairway to Heaven, in like 1998, and it wasn't as... Well, it was bad, but it wasn't one of the main characters. It was one of the stuntmen was struck and killed by... There was an explosion with the special effects. Something went wrong, and he was killed by flying debris. So this was a stuntman, but I assume The Crow was a second for that movie. I've not seen either of them, but like both movies, something happened.
I didn't know there was a Crow 2. I knew there was a Crow, The Crow, but you would like that movie. It's a really good movie.
Now I'm like, do I even want to watch it?
I mean, yeah, you do. Yeah. I would, you know.
Yeah, I probably would like it.
I think you really would. Well, it's not really like scary or anything. Yeah. It's kind of more like a cult.
Yeah.
Like he's the crow. Like I don't know how to explain it other than
I do like crows, you know. Okay, so 1980, Dukes of Hazzard. Their cameraman died during a chase scene. The camera truck flipped over and killed him right away, I guess. Not like a series of events, but and maybe that's just one of those coincidence things, like accidents happen during crazy chase scenes, but poor cameraman, like...
So just one that's
yeah, it? But that was, I don't know, just one of those, like...
Freak.
Yeah, and those strike me, like, especially when it's, like, someone that's not in the action scene, like, that sucks for them. I don't know.
Right, I think it's interesting that, like, we don't hear about this.
Yeah.
Like, we watched the movie and we're like, oh, dude, look how cool that was. Not even knowing that somebody was murdered during that scene.
Right.
Like, off camera or whatever.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then, like, this is similar. 1986 Top Gun.
No, that is my son's favorite fucking movie. Okay, go ahead.
He does love Top Gun.
He loves Top Gun.
Especially the Maverick.
Oh my God, favorite, like, all time.
But I guess one of their pilots crashed his camera plane somewhere off the Southern California coast, and they never retrieved the body or the aircraft. Never found
So
him.
one of the planes that was recording the flights.
One of their, like, aerobatic or whatever they call them, one of the pilots that was filming from the air. Yeah, he crashed, and they never found his plane, never found him.
He's probably with Amelia Earhart.
Right? Wherever they went.
Back in the Bermuda Triangle.
Another 80s movie, 1989, the Cyborg movie, the one with Jean-Claude Van Damme.
Never heard of it.
Well, you never heard of Cyborg?
I know what Cyborg is, but I did not know that it was a movie from 1989 with Jean-Claude Van Damme.
Well, it wasn't Jean-Claude Van Damme that got hurt, but I guess Jackson Rock Pickney, the other guy actually lost an eye while filming. So he got Cyborg.
While filming.
He got Cyborg, and this guy actually lost an eye while forging. What the fuck? Good Florgan Cyborgin. Jean-Claude accidentally struck him.
Snorted so
We're not taking this out. Sorry, guys.
No, I'm sorry. That was too
florging.
Good. What are you even saying? Okay.
Jean-Claude Van Damme accidentally struck this man with a prop knife. He lost a fucking eye while filming the Cyborg movie. While florging the Sorborging. The other guy lost his eye while filming the Cyborg movie. I thought that was interesting.
Okay, so what's interesting is that it's a movie about someone with one eye and he lost an eye.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, that was all I was trying to do.
Wow, that was so many words that were hard to read.
Well, Jean-Claude Van Damme fucks up my language anyway. It's hard to say. And then it was...
Oh my god, my eyes hurt. I just cried. I cannot believe I snorted that.
It was great. I loved it.
I'm not taking that out. I hope you enjoyed that. That was pure right there. Okay, so I did one on The Exorcist.
Yeah.
Have you ever seen The Exorcist?
I've watched parts of it.
Like on TikTok?
No, like I've seen bits and pieces of it, like back when we had cable and I'd flip channels.
Okay, so you haven't seen
Not
it.
through all the way through.
1973 is when The Exorcist debuted on the big screen, okay? There were several deaths before the movie was even released to the public that mirrored some of the deaths in the actual film. That's why it's actually considered to be cursed. I don't really... I think it's these movies that have to do with religion, and I don't really think they're cursed. I think what it is like weird circumstances happen, and since they're about the devil, the religious people say that's because it's cursed, and it's not really cursed. It's just shit happens.
I don't know, man.
I mean, some of them, yeah, but a lot of the ones I looked up, it's just like, shit happens. You know what I mean? Like,
I don't know. There's one, remind me with the religion thing I want to talk about later.
Okay, Jack McGrowan, he plays Burke Denning. He's killed in the movie. He dies of, I don't even know how to explain it. It's like puking, vomiting, all that kind of weird fucking shit, you know, whatever.
Like aspirates it?
No, not in the show, not in the real life. His character dies from, I don't even remember exactly how he dies, but he died from the flu in real life. He died from influenza.
Okay.
And whatever that is, it's kind of the same as in the movie. Yeah. And then Valisk Marlos, I tried to write these names down. I can't. Malacros, I butchered that. She is the mother of Father Damien. She died of natural causes in real life. They just don't. She was just dead. And then in the movie, something happens to her. They take her to the hospital, and they're like, "Oh, she died," and it wasn't even that big of a deal. It's kind of similar.
How long after do you know? Did that? Or was
These were all before the movie was released. Oh, wow. So they had just finished filming. Okay. And you know how there's months in between. So
it's not like, oh, we're making a correlation years later. They actually, while filming.
Yes.
Wow.
Yeah, literally. Like, in between filming and release.
I think that's more than coincidence.
Several different actors in the show lost family members during production, like 6.
Holy
like, their moms died, their sisters died, their dogs died. Not dogs, like children died. Several of them. Jason Miller, Father Karros, had a near-fatal motorcycle accident. That didn't happen in the movie. That was in real life. He had a near-fatal motorcycle accident during filming. And early on in filming, like, when they first started filming, they had pretty much done the Exorcist scene. Like, exorcism scene.
Right.
In the bed, you know, all that stuff. They weren't filming or anything, but a bird had flown into a circuit box and it caused the entire set to burn down besides the bedroom. They had just filmed that in like the week before.
That's spooky. That kind of gives me chills, actually.
Yeah, they actually called a priest in to bless the set.
Hell yeah.
The entire set, because that happened.
Wow.
And then all the other weird shit was going on. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So, yeah, that's it for The Exorcist.
I would have stopped filming, dude. Like, that's a lot.
A lot of deaths. I think there was 4 before it was released. But jeez. I think it was like... Ooh, I hit the table. Filming had already happened, and you know that process in between filming and like then they have to edit it and do all this stuff in production or whatever. I don't think it's called production. Whatever it's called in between filming and releasing. So they weren't physically filming any of these things besides the bird flying into the box. They were filming for that. They just weren't there when it happened. Okay. But just like all the deaths were just in between. Like 4 people died. Literally 4 people died, and then several other family members had died from crazy weird shit throughout it. But I think what it is the movie is about an exorcism. Like it's about the devil coming and possessing you, which we've talked about possessions before. And so people, I don't know, considering not that much shit happens like this during a film, it is fucking weird that you do a film called The Exorcist or The Poltergeist or The Crow or something.
They have to be stirring something up.
I don't know. It's interesting. It really is interesting.
Yeah. But on the talk of the religion thing, the Passion of the Christ movie was like, when was it? Early 2000s, I think.
We were young, so...
I remember going to see that in high school or something, maybe. Yeah. So, yeah, early 2000s, maybe.
Wasn't Mel Gibson something? Didn't he produce it or something? I think so.
I don't remember. He had something to do with it.
Right.
But the actor who played Jesus, he was struck by lightning right before, I think, the last scene. He was struck by lightning. They said they could actually see the lightning come out of his ears. And not only that, but the assistant director was also struck by lightning during filming. Twice. 2 different times. So how weird is it? I mean, lightning strikes are rare. For it to happen 3 times during filming, like... And one person got struck twice.
That was Jesus saying, quit making a fucking movie about me.
Jesus is like, this is pure blasphemy. Oh my God. I thought that was interesting. Like...
I don't know.
Really
that's weird.
Yeah, the lightning stuff interests me a lot anyway.
So here's my thing, though. Can I debunk this maybe? Why the fuck are they out there filming when it's lightning?
Maybe it wasn't. I don't know. I need to look more into that.
Like, that's a thunderstorm, essentially.
Yeah, but still, even if you're standing out there in the middle of a storm, chances of getting struck by lightning.
If I remember correctly, the ending of that movie, there is like a big storm that comes in and all this stuff. I think. I could be totally fucking wrong. So maybe they needed the storm for the film kind of situation, but...
Still, I've heard it's very rare to get struck, much less by twice. I don't know.
Well, he didn't get struck twice.
He got struck once.
And then the other guy.
Yeah, the assistant director got struck twice.
Literally. God, that crazy. One was Jesus saying, absolutely not.
Yeah, there had to be some divine... I mean, he survived, but I guess the one guy had to have 2 heart surgeries later, so like it affected him long term.
That's crazy.
And Jesus was like, listen here. I don't know.
Listen, motherfucker. Okay.
Sorry, Jesus, I'm not laughing at you. I'm laughing with you.
Okay, my next one is the Poltergeist.
Yes, this one's interesting.
The one with the little girl, little creepy girl who says, "They're back."
Yeah.
Or actually, in the first one, she says, "They're here." I had this thing. I would always say, "This house is clean." Because that little short lady would come in and fucking bless the house on the movie. I would say that all the fucking time. Because my aunt would say it. And I thought it was fucking hilarious. And when I was finally way too young, but old enough in my family's eyes, I was probably like literally 10 years old when I watched that movie for the first time. And I sat there with my jaw dropped thinking, how fucking cool is this? But the house is clean. I still say that shit. I do all the time. My kids are like, what? I'm like, you will never know because you will never see that movie.
Right.
I do not want you to see that.
I ain't gonna put that on you.
Right. But Heather Ork, I'm trying. She plays Carol Ann Freeling. She's the 5-year-old little girl in the show that says they're here or whatever. It was 5 years after the film, so she was technically 10 years old when this happened. She was misdiagnosed. They told her she had Crohn's disease, so she was dealing with that. But a year later, she collapsed and she suffered cardiac arrest, and she died during surgery. She was 10. Then the older sister in the movie, Donna Freeling, her real name is Dominique Dune. She was brutally murdered by her ex.
Yeah, I read that she was strangled and murdered. She was
strangled, yes. I guess he came and begged for her back, and she said absolutely not, and he attacked her and strangled her to death. Julian Beck was a preacher Kane in the Poltergeist #2. Died of stomach cancer, like months after filming. Like, yeah. Will Simpson, who played Taylor the Shaman, he died during a heart-lung transplant.
Wow.
After filming, obviously.
So that's 4 deaths.
Yeah. The rumor as to why, because obviously all these things are happening, bad things are happening.
I read these were all within like a 6-year span. All of these deaths were
I think it was like a
pretty close together.
Span. Like it wasn't far apart. It was like
so
boom,
it's not
boom,
like
boom, boom,
people eventually die. This was just like boom.
It was also 5+ years after the movie was released. Okay. So this is not like it was during the movie.
Had the second one come out? When did the second one come out?
I have no idea. I really don't know, but it was 5 years. Like the little girl and the sister were 5 and 6 years after the first one was released.
Yeah.
So it's not right away.
Yeah.
But one of the actors had said that she believed the reason, and this is a complete rumor, that they used real life skeletons in the movie. Oh, so they think that's why it was cursed. Yes. And like I said, that's a rumor. I have no fucking clue if that's true or not. But a real life exorcism was placed on every single person who filmed after each movie.
Wow.
They brought a priest and a shaman in to perform an exorcism on everyone before they left to go home after done filming.
Yeah, I would too.
Because they were scared something was actually going to like come with them, or whatever. Yeah. I mean, if you have to fucking perform an exorcism,
right?
But then again, shit happens. I don't know.
I don't know if I'd ever play in a movie like that, just because how
I would love to play in a movie like that. Can I be the killer? I don't want.
It never seems to be the killer that has problems.
I would like to make a public service announcement. I don't want to kill anybody. I just think it'd be cool as hell to play a serial killer on the TV. How cool would that be? Like you're like this ominous, creepy person
it'd be cool.
Who everyone fears. Like you have a mask on 90% of the time. Obviously not the poltergeist.
Maybe it's the spooky mystery part you like of it so much, like the mysterious.
Anyway.
That's not really on my bucket list, but...
It's okay, it's on mine. Just in a movie. I think, like, come on, putting on a scream mask and going around and pretending to fucking stab people. How cool would that be? Like, in the film setting. Oh my god, I'm getting arrested.
You said, disclaimer, I don't really want to hurt anyone.
I do not want to... I hate people, but I love humans, so...
Right. I love humankind, or whatever.
I've said that several times. Anyway, go ahead.
Well, this is nothing compared to that. Well, it's still really sad, though. Let me start with this one, actually, because this is kind of a cursed movie, too. The Heathers from 1988. There's 2 actors. Okay, so in the movie...
Have you seen The Heathers?
I've never actually watched it.
I have back in 1989, probably.
I was just 2. A little child.
I was 2.
So there were 2 actors. One made a quote. There was a quote about suicide, like... I can't remember. It was like played a teacher or something. It's something like he would never commit suicide like the others or something like that. But then years later, he did actually commit suicide. Had something to do with the quote. And then there was another, Kim Walker, who she had a joke quote about a brain tumor in the movie, and she actually ended up dying of a brain tumor in real life. So I don't know. I thought that was interesting. The fact that is it taking off again?
My computer is taking off for flight in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Blast off. That actually sounded pretty cool with the microphone. Like the way I did that. Anyway, so the Heathers. Effects. So somebody says something about suicide, and then they end up killing themselves, and then somebody says something about having a brain tumor, and then they die of a brain tumor.
Yeah.
That's pretty cool. I mean, no, not cool.
Interesting, sad, but tragic, but yeah. And then in the Batman Begins movie, 2005, okay? Batman. Liam Neeson is in that movie, right? He's like training Bruce Wayne in the
Which one is it? Which one is Batman Begins? What year did you say?
It's 2005. I cannot remember.
Okay, like who's the villain?
I can't remember.
I've got to know this.
Gosh,
because listen, my little brother used to be a Batman freak, and anything before probably 2010 I've seen. Other than that, I
can't remember my Batman movies.
Begins. I just want to know the villain. You can keep talking.
Well, so he's got this part where he's training Bruce Wayne, and they're on a snow-covered mountain. They're talking about his wife being tragically killed. Okay, Liam Neeson's character, mind you. A few years later, Liam Neeson's actual wife in real life does die in a ski accident from a head injury. So very similar to that scene in the movie. And then you've got Heath Ledger, which I know he didn't die during filming or anything like that, not directly related,
but that show fucked him up.
Yeah, with his Dark Knight, his Joker
the Dark Knight. Yeah,
they say he immersed himself so far into his roles, and they think that that may have led to a lot of his issues. So,
right,
so maybe there is more to that. Like people who are, I don't know if he was a method actor or not, but people who get so deep into their roles and really feel it, they really feel that trauma and that sadness and all the emotions that come with it. So it's like,
right. I know this doesn't
they
have
lose themselves. Like
this doesn't have anything to do with. Well, I guess it does. It's just a bad fact. It's not a curse fact or anything. But Jim Carrey in The Grinch. Have you ever heard about that?
No.
The process of putting his makeup on was considered torture.
Really?
They brought in a CIA agent who was like a professional in like torturing to help him learn mechanisms on how to handle it.
Oh, wow.
Like, I'm serious. Like, wow. Imagine that.
That's crazy. Because I wonder how the mask was for him.
I have no idea. But that movie, Jim Carrey's not okay.
Yeah.
Like, now today, he's not okay. He's not the same person. He is not. And it's always the funny ones.
Yeah.
I mean, going to Chris Farley, going to, it's always Robin Williams. Yeah. Like, that. This has nothing to do with being cursed, but I'm just saying, like, it's the funny ones that.
Yeah.
And Heath Ledger was a damn good actor.
Yeah.
Like, he really was.
Yeah, the ones that are so truly talented, or they say the funny ones are usually the ones that are struggling the most. And,
right.
Yeah.
My next one will be The Possession.
Oh, yeah.
2012 is when it came out.
That's probably one of the newest ones we've got, huh?
I think it's the newest one I saw. I've never seen it at
all.
I don't either. I've heard of it. I looked up the preview, and I remember seeing the previews. I've never seen it. But I kind of don't watch those kind of movies anymore because they just get so ridiculously. Are you fucking like? When,
some of them are kind of
when repetitive. The walls start bleeding, I turn it off. You know what I mean? Like I just can't. It's actually about a debauch box or debauch box. I cannot say the word. Do you know what that is? It is a box that has a demon in it. It's got a demon that somebody has put into the box and locked her tight.
Okay.
Debauch box, debauch box. I don't know how it's pronounced especially. I think it's like another country's word of saying it, and it's got a meaning. It's about this box that possesses a young girl. Young girl gets possessed in the movie. There's other things obviously, but okay, so the lights on set would just explode for no fucking reason. And it was never like the same light. It would just be like pop, pop the next day. This one over here would pop. I mean, what you could say is like an energy thing or something along those lines, or a electrical problem. But
which
also
is very often tied to paranormal.
The prop closet where they kept all of the props for the movie. Like when they weren't using them, when they weren't in production, all the props were stored in this little backroom storage bin.
Like a box.
Literally. It caught on fire.
I bet it did.
And it burned to the ground.
Oh my god.
They investigated. It was not electrical. It was not arson. They ruled it as undetermined. They have no idea what the fuck caught this fire. The box, the Dubois box that was inside the closet was crispy. It was no longer. It was ash. The cast and crew absolutely refused to let them replace it. Like we're done with filming with it. We're not. We don't need a new one.
Probably for the best.
Let's not do that. Like let's not. It's just interesting that the one room where that box was sitting when they weren't being used burns to the motherfucking ground.
Yeah, that's really.
I thought so too.
It's really crazy. So these aren't quite that interesting, but pretty tragic. So the Twilight Zone movie, 1983. We're going back again. There is a helicopter crash during a scene. It was during an actual scene.
Like in the movie?
Yeah, it was supposed to be a scene, I think, where, like, the guy was, like, helping save these two children or something in a helicopter scene. And it actually crashed in real life. Like, crashed and killed all three of them. 2 children actors and the main actor.
Actors?
Mm-hmm. And what I read was that, and I don't know if this is true, but I read this, that they actually kept that scene in the movie. They didn't show the aftermath, of course, but actually kept the helicopter scene. And I guess, like, people were really mad about it.
Did they get sued? Because...
I don't know. I just read that people were not happy, but I didn't read in too far. But that's terrible. And then there's the movie Apocalypse Now from 1979. I've not heard of that movie.
I've heard of it.
But they were okay, obviously. But Martin Sheen in that movie had a heart attack on set. And the other guy, it might have been the director, I can't remember, had a seizure on set. So it was like... I know they both lived, but it was like, dang, what was making them so stressed out that they were having these big things during this movie?
You're making a movie about apocalypse in what year?
1979.
Okay, in 1979. Think about it. Like, that, people don't do that.
Yeah.
They were probably
a lot of pressure, maybe.
Hate crime. They were probably getting threatening shit, you know, because you can't make that shit back then.
Yeah.
Like all of these movies, you know, people... freaked out when The Exorcist came out.
Yeah.
Because we don't do that.
Right.
So that's why we think it's cursed, I think. I think that's where we get that from, more or less. I'm not going to say this one's cursed, quote unquote, or quote unquote, but I did some fun facts on The Wizard of Oz because holy fuck.
Yeah.
Did you know some of these?
I've heard a few things from that movie. It just overall was such a...
The snow was made of asbestos. Asbestos. Yeah. And they got really fucking sick.
Wow.
Isn't that fucking crazy?
There was one I read where, I can't remember what movie it was. I don't think I wrote it down, but like a bunch of the actors died within a couple years because this is an older movie. They were filming near nuclear testing site.
I saw that too. I didn't write that name down either. I just didn't.
So, like, that's physical stuff, obviously, that hurt them.
Okay, so we have asbestos, and then the Wicked Witch in the film, you know, whenever because everyone's fucking seen The Wizard of Oz, I hope. Please, I hope. Where they go poof and she disappears. Well, they use actual fire.
Oh, wow.
And she had a special makeup on, and it actually, like, burned to her face and her arm.
Gosh.
Yes. She was out of work for over 6 weeks.
Wow.
Like, recovering. Because it fucked her up so much.
Wow.
And then her stunt double, who would, like, do little scenes because she wasn't there,
yeah,
also caught on fire.
You think they learned that?
While riding the broomstick, though. Because the broomstick was technically motorized.
Okay.
And, like, smoke would come out of it, but they use actual fire because we're back in the, you know, no CGI era. Yeah. And so, smoke came out of it, and she actually caught on fire. Her clothes didn't. It brought it up to her. The first Tin Man was poisoned by his makeup because it was made of actual pure aluminum.
Wow.
He got deathly ill.
Oh,
like, he survived.
Gosh.
But he took too long to recover for the director, so they replaced him.
They just evidently weren't very smart.
They just said, you know what? You're taking too long. We're going to get someone else.
Wow.
And then that guy got sick, too.
The show must go on.
He got sick, too. They changed the makeup, obviously, but it still had some traces in it. And I read that he had, like, rashes everywhere and everything. Yeah. And then, I don't know if this one's true or not. I read it on, like, a few different websites, though, that the lion costume was actual lion hide. Oh, my gosh. Do you understand that?
Wow.
Yeah, and he had to, like, run around and be sweaty in it.
Ew.
I don't know if that's true, though, because if you actually look at the costume, it doesn't look like it would be, like, an actual lion. And then, obviously, the way people were treated on set, the way Dorothy was treated, or... Oh my god, what's her name? Dorothy's name. In real life. What's her name?
I know this.
I know
this.
Too.
Mm-hmm.
I know she was slapped. She was like 14 or something.
Treated like a little
Oh my
peasant.
gosh, why can't I not... If people are listening, they're like, it's this, it's this.
Oh
I'm Googling it.
I know this.
Judy Garland.
Oh, yes.
Yes, Judy Garland was her name. Jesus, I do not know why I could not think of that. But she actually got slapped by the director. And they made her take pills. They would not let her eat.
Oh my gosh.
Like, they made her wear a corset to make her look like she had a younger figure. Because she's playing a child, and she's not a child.
Yeah.
Like, and a lot of things said that they think that actually, like... gave her drug addiction eventually because they made her take a certain pill and just all that stuff. Yeah.
Just too much pressure, yeah.
Right.
Oh. So there's another one that was known to be cursed, and I hadn't heard this one actually until I did some research. But The Matrix is known to be another cursed movie. They had like
wait, The Matrix, like where we bend backwards and we go through time, and there's a blue pill or a red pill, and which one do you want?
Which of course they made more of them, but they weren't.
Isn't there like?
There's quite a few. I want to say 4.
Several of them at this point.
Of course, they weren't quite as like successful, but okay. So it started with like Aaliyah. Obviously, she was supposed to play the role of Z, but they had to reshoot and replace her.
Okay, who's Aaliyah?
Oh my god!
I know who Aaliyah is, but you probably need to describe who Aaliyah is to the world.
No, Aaliyah. She was like a famous singer, beautiful, young. She died tragically in
I think it was a car wreck.
I can't remember if it was a car wreck or a plane crash.
Yeah,
I want to say it was a plane crash.
Better,
but I guess she was filming to play the role of Z in that movie, but she had to be recasted and reshoot all the scenes because she couldn't finish. But then also the lady who played the Oracle, Gloria Foster, also died. And this is all like, I guess, either while filming or before it was released is what it sounded like. Keanu Reeves also got in a bad motorcycle accident. Maybe this was right after, I can't remember. Very close to the movie. Keanu Reeves also, his girlfriend delivered a stillborn baby. His sister's cancer returned. And then not long after, his girlfriend, she died in a car crash. So it's like, boom, 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 boom.
Yeah,
Keanu Reeves really I can't believe he came back and did more.
And The Matrix isn't like a scary type of omen-y
No, but it's
movie.
fucking with things like...
energy
shit. I don't know. That's a...
Physics of gravity and all that bullshit.
It's interesting.
Right, yeah, no, I agree. It is very interesting.
Oh, and there's one movie, it never actually came out. Like, they never actually got to finish it. I can't even pronounce it. It was based on a novel. Atuk, something like that.
Spell it.
Atuk.
I saw this. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. It was, I guess they started trying to film it in the 70s and 80s. They kept trying, but everyone they would cast as the main lead would die before they could even like get into their negotiations to like, before they could get very far. So they'd started like, there were actually 6 total deaths involved during this time. The big ones.
For a movie that wasn't even released.
Right. It never even got to come out because they could never get anyone to live long enough.
So do you know what the movie was about?
It was based on a novel about...
Was it scary? Possession, murder, death?
No.
Oh.
They don't know if it was something... I couldn't find reasoning on why.
Well, yeah.
But I mean, it was big name. John Belushi, John Candy, Chris Farley. Like, these are big names. Like, but there were 6 total people that died during this time before they could even get the negotiations finished to find the lead role.
That's kind of crazy.
Yeah, and this went on for years. It's not like it happened back to back, but they kept trying to redo it, I guess. And they never actually got to finish it. So.
You just punched your microphone.
I don't mean to. I went all Chris Farley on your ass.
Anyway.
But yeah, I thought that was crazy. So this is a big one. The Omen movie, 1976. Known to be one of the most cursed movies.
I would ask if you've seen it, but I know you have not.
I have not.
Continue.
Well, no, actually, I think I did. At least watch part of it. I think I watched part of it at one time. But it's one of those, like, I never sat through it all. Like, I don't know. I never... And now I don't know that I would, knowing all this. But anyway. I guess before they even started, the producer was warned, like, don't do this. It's not worth it. Don't record this. It's something like the devil didn't want him to make the movie.
Weren't they sent hate letters? And it was, like, protesting and everything?
Yeah, they were like, don't do this movie. I
remember hearing about... I mean, like, obviously I wasn't alive, but... Yeah. I've heard that at some point in life.
But it was like one thing after another. So I believe this is while they were recording, filming. They had 2 members where their planes were struck by lightning. Again with the lightning. 2
different actors.
planes is what it sounds like.
2 different actors on 2 different planes. Yeah. Both got struck by lightning.
That's what it sounded like. I'm not sure.
I don't think they did.
I didn't see anything about deaths on that.
Right.
But then they had another plane that crashed.
Oh, cool.
They had their special effects guy. Okay, this is weird, okay? He was recording a decapitation scene, like working on helping them record this part. He was in a wreck.
And he was decapitated.
Well, he wasn't, but his passenger was.
Oh my god.
So I don't know if there were any actual deaths during this, but a lot of crazy things, like with the actors themselves. But the person in his car
was decapitated.
Yeah. And then
that one could be a pure coincidence. I'm sorry.
It could be. I don't know how long after that was when the timing was on that, but the lead actor's son committed suicide right before they got going on all that too.
Like before they filmed?
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, and another thing with that wreck. Okay, so this is something I saw. I don't know if there's truth to this, but local reports on that wreck showed that there was a sign for a town in the distance that said Omen 66.6 kilometers.
Okay, I feel like somebody photoshopped that.
Right, maybe that was something made up or, somebody put in, but I've seen something about that.
Holy shit.
But yeah, the fact that they had the warnings, they kept telling them, like, don't do this, and then all these weird things keep happening.
I'm going to debunk it, though. We're back in the, what'd you say, 60s, 70s, 60s, something like that. We're going to get warnings because that was probably one of the first supernatural movies ever put out there.
Right,
like,
true.
You know what I mean? So,
yeah.
Religion doesn't allow it, so there you go.
Yep. There was one more, there was another thing. It was I can't remember who it was. It was someone involved with the filming.
Okay.
He was at a hotel, the London Hilton, and it was bombed by the Irish Republic. So, like, while he was there. And I assume this was during the filming. And then there was another car accident. I don't know that anyone was actually killed during all the filming, but there was just all these, like, constant
bunch of weird
things.
shit happened with a scary movie.
Just like warnings. Then it's like, were people involved in those things? Like, knowing, but they couldn't have known that those actors were out at that time.
And they couldn't have, like, forced the lightning to strike.
Right, that's true, the lightning.
Okay, so it's interesting that the Jesus movie, The Lightning Strikes, and the Omen movie, The Lightning Strikes. So which one?
Yeah, very interesting.
Just saying.
So that's all I got on that one, but I thought it was crazy.
I have one more, the Glee curse.
Yeah.
A lot of people don't think it's a curse. I don't think it's a curse. I just think things happen. I think it's just interesting that at least 3 of them had some shit happen. Okay, so Corey Monteith, I can't say any names ever, who played Finn on Glee. Did you ever watch Glee?
I watched maybe a few episodes of it.
Listen to me, bitch. I have rewatched it 3 times. I do not know what it is about that show, but I fucking love it. So when I first got with my husband, little story time here, he was like, oh, let's watch Glee. I'm like, absolutely fucking not. That is not what I watch.
I cannot imagine your husband watching Glee.
I think he watched it, like, with his parents when he was younger. Okay. So it was just, like,
it's more like a nostalgic thing.
And it was, like, still on when we got together. Like, weekly on. Now, obviously, it's not. But it's, like... And then I watched an episode with my sister, and I was like, well, this isn't too bad. So then I started watching it, and I have now watched it through, like, 4 or 5 times completely. And that episode where Finn dies, I can't handle my shit, dude. I don't cry on movies, but some of them. So when Dan Connor dies, when Finn dies, there's certain ones. When Derek dies, if you know, you know.
That one didn't hit me,
It gets me when fucking Zola gets me every goddamn time. It's not Meredith, it's Zola. That beautiful little girl. Anyway, so back to Glee. Wow. Corey Finn passed away. I think it was an overdose. Yeah, he was struggling there for a while. Well, then Naya Rivera. Okay, after Corey was Mark Salling. I'm not going to talk a lot about him because he unalived himself because he was going to prison for touching children and porn, the kiddie porn. He's a bad guy. But he also died. And then Naya Rivera. The weird thing is, the reason they call it curse is Naya Rivera, who played Santana. Do you know about her death? No. It was only a couple of years ago. I think it was 2020. She was on a boat with her son, and apparently they were in the water, and the ladder didn't come. The ladder wasn't there, and she got him back on the boat, but she drowned.
Oh, gosh.
And they didn't find her for like 4 days.
Oh.
But they found her body on the same day that Corey passed away. Only years later.
Wow.
Like, Corey was 2013 and she was 2020.
Yeah, but like
the exact
of his
same
death
day.
Or whatever.
But she was actually pronounced dead a couple days before because they found the boat with the kid on it. But not her.
Wow.
But
I wonder what about Glee would cause some type of curse. Like,
I have no idea.
The other ones make sense.
Like I said, I think those are complete coincidences on that one. It's just an interesting, like, same day kind of thing. And then the Puck is Mark Salling, however you say, fuck him. Puckerman. Yeah. He's a good actor, don't get me wrong. He was one of my favorite characters until that fucking shit happened, and then you don't like him anymore. But I still watch it just because it's still a good show. Like, I don't know. Anyway, What you got?
I don't think I have any more big ones, but there's
Don't you have the people things?
Yeah, there's a few people, like, just in general, there's a few celebrities that have died in strange ways. Yeah. Right. Well, I guess Steve Irwin isn't really a strange thing because he did work in such dangerous situations with animals, but...
I still think it's weird. I always thought his death was weird.
Yeah, the fact, he literally worked, like, he had his head next to crocodiles. Like, he was in
like,
it.
on the fucking daily.
Doing these dangerous things. And then he gets killed by a stingray, which he was recording, like, the ocean's deadliest or something. But they said that wasn't even, like, something they would expect. Like, and I think he's the only person to ever, like, be killed by a stingray on video. Like, it's not...
Right. If anything, he should have got killed by an alligator or a
of
shark.
All the things he did, the stingray got... Like, I don't know. That was
Do you know that his children have, like, taken over his entire, like, legacy?
Really?
They run the zoo. Their whole families are involved. Yes. I follow both of them.
Oh, wow.
Both of them on TikTok. Huh. It is a beautiful thing. That's all Steve Irwin ever wanted in life. Well, and that is what they do.
Gosh.
It is so sweet.
And then you've got Paul Walker, of course. This is the one I always think of when I think of strange coincidental celebrity deaths. Paul Walker in the Fast and the Furious movies. I'm pretty sure he was either in between movies or training for one of them at the time.
No, he was filming one when he died.
Filming, not training, is what I was going to say. That he died, in a speeding car. I think he was the passenger, but still, like... I always thought that one was strange.
I've seen a lot of weird things. There's a whole big conspiracy theory about that one right there.
Really?
Big conspiracy theory, yeah.
That's interesting. Maybe we'll do that on another conspiracy theory episode.
We need to do another conspiracy theory episode. We haven't done one of them in a hot minute.
I do learn me some conspiracies.
I know, because we have discovered that you are an actual conspiracy
theorist.
I
think I might be a little bit.
You are a little bit, yeah.
I don't let it rule my life, but do find it really interesting. My last one is Christopher Reeve. And this one is strange because he did play, in 1995, his last acting role in Above Suspicion. He played a cop who was paralyzed. And a week later, he had his horse accident and became paralyzed. I just thought that was really weird.
So, like, he played this... He became his character, essentially.
Yeah.
That is weird.
I know.
Right?
Yeah. And I fully believe in, like, people, not that they're manifesting it, not that they want it to happen, but almost like you're putting things out in the universe when you think about something so much or you do something so like,
you think he was, like, scared of doing, like, becoming, he probably didn't even think about it.
Maybe. Yeah, I don't know that he thought about that or, I don't think that was something but maybe, like, I don't know. I think it is weird the ties that come up, like the connections to things.
So, like, I believe in coincidences, but I also, like, you can only have a couple, and then it's no longer a coincidence. You know what I mean? Like,
and are these more like glitches? Are these more just like I don't know?
Is it more silencing?
Yeah, that too.
I mean, that's a whole thing. If you really want to get into that, which we are not.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, but then it's like, is it paranormal type stuff? Is it supernatural stuff? Or is it more like
the ghosties
putting the wrong messages out to the universe, or in like the Omen situation and the poltergeist and all that?
I can't get around how, like, if you go to the Google right now and type in like movies that were cursed during filming or seemed to be cursed during filming. The newest movie I found was 2012. Like, was the Possession movie.
But that's also around the time that things changed, quote.
But
everybody says things are different.
So, like, how come The Exorcist is like that, but then Scream isn't? Or
right.
But then why wasn't more of them, if you want to get into that?
Yeah,
because I didn't find anything like... No serial killer movies were like that. Like, Jason, Freddy. Those were all around those times, too, 70s and 80s. So...
What makes them specific?
It's about ghosts. It's about religion. Because The Exorcist, The Omen, the Poltergeist, the Possession, it's all about religion.
Yeah.
That's what it's about, and that's interesting to me.
Yeah, that is really interesting. Yeah.
Like, the most I feel, they all were based within some, I mean, like, the bad part of it, because an exorcism isn't a great thing. Neither is Omen stuff. I'm sure there was some kind of a cross up in there.
Yeah, and there were parts, I can't remember which, I want to say it was the Omen, that one of them did wear a cross on the filming site after that. And I think that was the one there weren't actually any deaths during filming, but that there was so many weird things.
They had that cross there.
Maybe that cross kept You never know.
Yeah, that's
you
right.
never know.
But we did get struck by lightning, so I don't know. Who knows? Maybe you can tell us. You
the
can do
lightning
that
stuff is weird unless somebody, like creates it somehow. I don't know. But yeah, catch us on the email or whatever.
And that's only if you can keep up at gmail.com.
Yeah.
Thanks for
listening. Thanks for getting weird with us.
As always. Bye.
Bye.